What up, though? Detroit Lions fans. What it do? You know what I'm saying? Welcome to Lions Eatz. You know what I'm saying? First live stream. You know what I'm saying? Your boy Big Back for life.
And your guy Mustard.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, man. Back again, dog. You know what I'm saying? Talking our Detroit Lions. A lot of shit is going on. We're gonna talk about the combine. It is combine week. Dan and Brad, they had a press conference that we're gonna talk about. Other rumors and things like that. But before we talked about that shit, we gotta talk about this news with Terrion Arnold.
Man,
This really just threw the show off a little bit because I had to really like look into it. I know Mustard he got like more info on it on his side, but um, Terrion Arnold. I mean, before I say this, I'm a firm believer that you're innocent to proven guilty. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
All this stuff right now is really allegations. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't about to tear him down. Like I ain't about to just say anything, tear him down, nothing like that. But we gotta talk about it. Shout out to Corey Woods. I found this information from him. So apparently, um, Terrion Arnold, his name was appeared in a Florida court today. I don't know about today, but it was his name came up in court um, about a armed robbery and a kidnapping. You know, apparently that he have a Airbnb. I don't know. He's renting it out or he's rented. Um, and I guess he has some. He's been dealing with some issues. People like coming in out of his Airbnb, robbing him. You know, basically just taking stuff out of his house, like money, like $100,000 worth of jewelry, some shit like that.
hundred
Uh,
thousand in cash.
oh, cash. Okay, that's even
Hundred
crazy.
thousand in cash and about another 30,000 in stolen property. Clothes, jewelry, bags, shoes, jackets, whatever these niggas can get
Why
their
you need
hands
a
on.
100K in cash? I can't say that because I have money,
I
bro.
ain't mad. I
I
ain't mad
probably
at
be like,
that.
no, I just need to see it. So,
Yeah. And
but
also, yeah, because I was about to say, just to look at 100,000 in the safe, just and then it's like I'm not touching this money. Like I'm gonna have this shit here for a minute. I know people put this shit in the account so we can accrue interest. Fuck y'all. Y'all ain't got 100,000, nigga. I got 100,000 to put in the
yeah,
safe. I will spandex that bitch, bro, and wrap it in weatherproof tape in bags, nigga, and bury that bitch, nigga, in the auntie's backyard, nigga, and not tell nobody. Nigga, hope to God the dog don't die. Y'all tripping, boy. Yeah, I'm like, nah. But yeah. 100,000 in cash, tens of thousands in stolen property, and I think it was his rental home, like where he was staying at during the
yeah,
off season and things like that. So things
yeah. Because
have
he's
been
from
coming up missing,
yeah,
and I guess people that were working, saying around the rental property that he personally hired, a couple of guys, you know how it go. People
yeah.
find out like, hey, these are the ones who've been breaking in the crib. So I feel like, and one of the guys mentioned in the document was Tyrion's cousin. Another guy was on his
But hold
security
on,
detail. Oh my bad.
No, but a lot of it been saying like that's like I don't know. Terrion said it, but people are saying that it's not his cousin. It's like it's a whole bunch of shit, bro. You know, so we're not really sure that's really his cousin or not.
Hmm.
But
This is all
no,
speculation.
it's a
This is all
speculation.
speculation. This is
Yeah,
all speculation. We don't know what the fuck happened. We don't
I don't
know
know
if
what
it
the
was
fuck.
just
Yeah,
his crib that got broken into, and maybe some niggas that just heard about it, knew he got bread, knew, hey, we can get this shit back, man. He might give us some. Because I ain't gonna lie. If one of my homeboys or just somebody from the community, and I knew he was about that, let's say a nigga got his chain snatched, not even snatched. Let's say somebody just stole the shit, stole out the
right,
nigga room. You feel me?
right.
You knew who got it, nigga. You just man, fuck that, bro. We fuck with him. We got love for him. We love what he do, man. We ain't gonna disrespect him like that. So you go get the chain and you give it back. You know what I'm saying? You ain't take it. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you wouldn't be mad. You wanted to have the chain back, but you wouldn't be mad if a nigga gave you a reward too. You feel
Yeah,
me? Because money is the ultimate motivator, though. I wouldn't be mad if the nigga just said, man, you find 100 stacks. give him back the 100. He can just peel off 10 real quick. Like, man, thank you so much for this, man. Don't even tell nobody about this, nigga. I tuck and run.
Right.
Stop playing. So, but it's crazy though, bro. Terry Arnold, 22 years old from Florida, clean cut kid. When I mean clean, when I say clean cut, dog, like prior to this allegation, like we never heard nothing dirty about him outside of football, dog. Like as
Yeah.
a prospect, he's so attractive. Like he went to Bama. He came up
Right.
under a very tight system, you know what I'm saying? Like he's seen success high school and college. And when he comes his first year in the league, you know what I'm saying, like was a wild ride for him, you know what I'm saying? So
What
I
make
just
it?
think like, huh?
I would say what make it even more shocking. You know, he seemed like he was like for the most part raised right. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? You
yeah,
know, he talked highly about his mom, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Highly about his grandparents. Hell, he just he got baptized shit before the season started.
Do your thing, man,
You
if that's
know,
what you into.
you know what
Never
I'm saying?
mad
So,
at it. Getting closer, getting spiritual.
you know what I'm saying? You know, and well shit, he should have been spiritual enough where you know what I'm saying where he didn't have to retaliate. But these are allegations. But this
These
is
are allegations, bro.
but
Like we don't know. Maybe I honestly feel like in this situation, it's because I said it earlier. This sounds like something from Ballers, man. This sounds like a Ballers episode for the niggas out there that watch Ballers, bro. This sounds like some shit that that the little running back dude, my nigga Chris Loft, I forgot his character name, but this sounds like some shit he was getting into though. But he was really about that shit. If Tyrion really bought that shit, that'd be crazy. Cause he really don't seem like he bought that. But then I'm like, those be the most gangster niggas, man. The
yeah,
niggas who you thought he was square. You thought he just played football. Man, fuck that. That boy from the trenches. But like,
yeah.
this is all
And he
speculation, man.
from
I hope to God he
Florida.
innocent.
And he from
Florida.
Florida. You know, niggas in Florida,
Florida.
from what I hear, ain't got it. They ain't got it all up there. So,
Man, but shit, I ain't gonna lie. I don't want to cross Florida niggas though. I
so,
don't want to cross a
but
nigga.
like this story is so funny because now they talking about, like you said, bring up his cousins. You know what I'm saying? Then girlfriend. Like a lot of people said, like the girlfriend involved. Like I don't know, she the one set it up where they can
Could have been.
some shit. So look, bro, this is a prime example, bro. You really gotta watch the company you keep, especially
Keep your
when you
circles tight.
you know what I'm saying, when you're on a different level, bro.
Yeah.
And if this was the case where he, took decided to take matters in his own hands, like, bro, you the money getter, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't condone this. We don't condone this, but look, bro, you gotta have people to handle that on the low. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. You
So
supposed to be
and
paying the nigga, bro. You go get you a
telling them,
lawyer. You go get you a nigga that take care of shit, bro. Like at the end of the day, man, you got to protect yourself. And then, this is one of the situations where you got to be real careful. And then when you coming from certain cities, bro, that's why I'm a big believer of when you find success, man. Sometimes you just got to leave home. When you find this type of success, man,
yeah,
I hate to say it, as much as I love Detroit. Boy, if I get up, boy, I'm going somewhere else. And it ain't even because of no crime bullshit like that. Little shit. I just want to get away from the weather. I just want to go somewhere where it's hot all year round, bro. Love the city. I'd be so sad without Coney Island. Shout out to L. Georges. I'd be so sad. But at the same time, when you find success, sometimes it's just better to relocate, bro. It's okay. I get you want to be close to home, bro. And this you got life changing money. You got life changing money. I know a lot of niggas go, man, that NFL, they ain't really all that. Fuck you. Okay? If $1 million could make my life better, nigga, and
any nigga
10,
that
10,
say that,
12, 10 to 20, nigga, I'm good, nigga. I'm good. I'm good. I'm so good. Oh my God, I'm good. Nigga, we've been living off of 40, 50,000 anyways.
right?
You know what I can do with 20 million, nigga, for the rest of my life, nigga? And strange enough, I probably still work. If I didn't like where I was, I'd just quit. Nigga, fuck it.
Yeah.
Nigga, I'm rich. Fuck yeah.
But
I
this
just came
is
here because I'm bored.
But yeah, this is a crazy situation with Tyrion. Like you said, it's all
This is.
allegations. But like this is a tough look for the Lions because it's been constant when like players been in the news. They ain't got shit to do with football.
Yeah.
Let's take it back. Honestly, it could start with JMO with the saying sports betting and shit like that, and then
It's
he had his
crazy.
issue with with the gun charge and whatever, and JMO like he really been cleaning his shit up in these last this past season. First season he played a full season, no off the field issues. Saying
Hmm.
and, look at him now, he got his money, he's got his hair right, bro, and so. Shout out to JMO. That's my favorite player on that team. But then a guy like Cam Sutton, what I'm saying? With his issue, it's old now. It's kind of forgot the situation, but I know it has something to do with domestic violence
Domestic.
issue with his mother, his child or whatnot. But but yeah, bro, like we can't keep having these off the field issues when we trying to elevate as a team, bro. Like it's bad enough that we gotta worry about this off season. We didn't make the playoffs. We got so much we need to worry about, and now depending on how this situation goes with Terrion, man, that's another thing we got to worry about in the
And we
secondary.
missed his presence last year because I ain't gonna lie. I think Terry and Arnold is about to have. Now I'm not calling him this type of player, but I think he about to have that Kobe Bryant. You feel me? That season where them allegations popped up and Kobe just kept 50, 50, 50. Terry
Yeah,
ain't better be out here. And that's what Calvin Shepard said. That's why I like Calvin Shepard's response. He said Terry ain't just better ball.
yeah,
Focus
better
on ball.
balls. Stay quiet.
Yeah, focus on ball. Be quiet and ball. That's it.
Yeah,
And I feel like Terry about to have a season because last year, because of our rush game and things like that, but because of how limited it was, we was getting attacked. And we are a one-on-one team. We are a man coverage team. We don't like to run zones. Zones get broken up, but I feels like also why we don't run zone is because we don't have our two safeties in there. You got Kirby, you got Branch. You can run some zone, bro. You can have them guys floating over top, but when they're not out there, we got to man up, and we got to just
yeah.
sit what we have. So not having Terry in, we seen a lot of one-on-one situations on the outside. You know what I'm saying? Guys getting put on the island, they not being able to survive. I think Terry, honestly, I know a lot of people. He hasn't been that good in the coverage. He gets burned. He gets PIs. Bro, he was a kid. Y'all talking about a 20-year-old kid. He was a baby. Now I'm like, bro, he was injured. We're going to see him healthy this year. I honestly, because I thought last year we was going to see this boom from him, but he got hurt again. I believe when he's healthy, he's going to be a killer.
Yeah, he
I,
shows sparks. He shows sparks of that too.
yeah.
But I mean, but that's the thing though. None of that matter. If you can't stay on the field, bro. I know injuries. I mean, you can't really control injuries, but I mean that's the name of the game, bro. You know.
It is, but I also blame the Lions team, Doctor. We have an exuberant amount of energies over the past 3 seasons that have been detrimental to the success of the team. Boy, them are big words right there, boy. I think the team doctor fucking sucks. I hope to God they fired that nigga or
Well, no,
female
no,
or
no, no,
whatever.
no. But I don't know about that too, because if you when you hear about how the Lions practice and shit like that, they
I
are the
heard
few
that. I
teams
heard that.
that really be hitting for real.
I heard
And
that, but at the same time, bro, it's just old school. And I promise you, successful teams have done the same thing. I just think that like our medicine department is it's just lackluster, bro. And then it seems like we have high impact injuries. Like when we lose niggas, bro. Like we're not getting tweaks and tears here, like little not tears, but just you know what I'm saying, little tweaks and bruises. You know what I'm saying, bruised thigh here and there, bro. We getting major breaks, bro. I have blamed that shit on the team doctor, bro. Like honestly, I get that we do run a hard shit, but hey, it's showing us success, and I think after a while, man, shit, because we just a team that if we stay healthy, we cold.
mhm.
We just got to stay healthy. We one of them teams, but I mean, like shit, I think we got it. We
Yeah,
got it.
man.
But no, he got a ball, man. Focus on ball, bro.
Yeah, this is one of them things we could do. Definitely got to wait it out. I just hate that. I just hated that it had to happen now during the
Yeah.
combine and shit like that. You know, Look, bro, this is bigger than football. This ain't got shit to do.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck worrying about or him not being on the team. This could
Mm-hmm.
really
You can go
mess
to
up his
jail for
career.
this.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's prison time. It's your life.
your life, bro. So
And they
man,
aiming for niggas.
but yeah, man. But let's talk about what we was planning on talking about.
Yeah.
So it's NFL Combine week, and Brad
Mm-hmm.
and Dan had a press conference uh during the combine, and so what we're gonna do is I got some quotes by Dan. I mean not Dan, but by Brad Holmes, and I got some clips from Dan. And
Mm-hmm.
so let's so for like Brad Holmes, one of the things he talked about is about David Montgomery,
Mm-hmm.
and they asked him about David Montgomery, and hold on, let me pull up his so because I don't want to be just saying shit, so I want to make sure I quote Brad right. So
Right,
this what he
right,
said.
right.
So this what he said about David Montgomery. He said, "I've been in touch with David agent and his representation. Obviously, we love David. He's a great player, and we love to have him. I kind of want to put last year in the rear view and move forward. Now, let me stop here real quick. Now, once he said that, I was like, cool. In conversations, which it to me shouldn't have to be at this point where we had to stay in conversation about anything, especially when you fucking just gave him an extension last season, which his
Mm-hmm.
extension is set to hit this season. So whatever. But this what kind of threw me off right here, and this is why I like, okay, here go the bullshit. He said, but obviously a player has to want to be in a certain place as well. And that's where I'm like, okay, look, don't, and I'm not saying you're doing this, but I'm just taking it how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
Don't try to like create a narrative like uh David Montgomery don't want to be here.
Yeah.
Cause I could that's flat. That's bullshit because it been plenty of interviews I seen where David Montgomery said, "Man, I love the Detroit Lions fans. I love the city of Detroit." He said, "I really just want to bring a Super Bowl to Detroit." Like, and he
Mm-hmm.
said with passion, bro. And then and you can't fault a guy, what I'm saying, feeling some type of way when he not getting the the level of production that he's been getting before. You
Yeah, that
know,
he's earned. He
and that
was
he
due
earned.
that.
And
Yeah.
we losing. I,
Mm-hmm.
if we was winning, if we would have made the playoffs or was close to Super Bowl, out look, he would probably been frustrated, but I really believe that he would have like, okay, we winning,
He
whatever.
would have bought into it.
But the fact that y'all taking my playing time away, we're
Mm-hmm.
struggling, and
Mm-hmm.
since he's been here in Detroit, like when he's been taking the load, either
Mm-hmm.
most of the load or uh the majority of the load.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? We've been having our best years that we've seen in a long
Yeah.
time. It's a reason
Yeah.
for that. We talked about this before. Once
Mm-hmm.
that Sonic and Knuckles era went away, which is crazy
Yep.
because they should have kept that going for Brandon for reason. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, man, th- that's what made our offense dominant, bro. Now, yes, our offense line took a step back. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? I get that. But when you got a guy like David Montgomery, bro, them tough yards that Gibbs can't get, shit, Demo, he could fucking manhandle them bitches.
Yeah. He
And
make
so,
plays. That's what I'm saying. I love Sonic and Knuckles, bro. But what I used to call him was big play, which is Gibbs, and make a play, David Montgomery. Dog. Like
mhm.
it's that fucking simple. You want a home run, nigga, or you want an infield triple. We could really get to it with David. And I'm like, we took that away last year. And I really feel like that's why we took such a step back though. Because like yeah, our offensive line wasn't what it should be last year, but Montgomery's production was still on. I think he still went north of 600 yards with a you know what I'm saying, with less I think like around like less than half of what the touches he was getting last year. It just
Yeah.
was frustrating. And then it wasn't even the fact that his numbers necessarily dropped. You know what I'm saying? It was the fact that the moments in which he stepped up, like, you know what I'm saying? Like he is he's big in certain situations. So like third and short, really third down,
Yeah,
he's our
yeah,
guy. Like I'm like that's so sick to see. And I love Gibbs, bro. I love Gibbs. Gibbs definitely the better back, but in third down situations, I'd rather see Monty out there. I honestly, and it got nothing to do
yeah.
with Gibbs. It's just the type of plays that we run with him in those situations. Even in
Give,
goal line situations, him having that jump pass ability, that passing ability, and he's a really fucking good passer too. Like he opens up so many avenues. His pass catching, nigga, his run making, his run blocking. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, just keep put him on the field, make him a part of the plays, man. Like
yeah.
honestly, like so. If we get back to that next year, I think we'll see success. Well, that's crazy though, bro. Stop playing with stop playing with money and the city behind them too. We love David.
Hey, shout out to shout out to Jay Will from Detroit, man. He asked a question in the chat. So do do y'all feel Demo is wanted or needed? Because that's the biggest question. I mean, shit, he should be
Needed.
wanted and needed.
No,
If you
but he
ask me,
needed. He definitely needed. He was
definitely
needed
needed.
last year. And then if you pay attention to our conversions, they start going down. Demo was a lot of success in them tough play situations, and I love Gibbs, but I really feel like we were tanked more so because of weak ass. What was Johnny Morton? I think Johnny Morton was really trying to push Gibbs because he wanted that offensive player of the year, maybe even MVP. Like he want that type of that big award. And Gibbs definitely has the skills to get it. But nevertheless, it's just like the way that our team is built, the way our team is structured. Both of those guys benefit off of each other. And the crazy thing is, you keep Gibbs fresh when you bring Monty out, and then Monty can keep the flow going. And he's a pass catcher too. Like he is a complete back. He's our
Yeah,
third down guy, and we
yeah,
needed him last year. We
yeah,
needed him. We needed him. The O line was falling apart. This guy was still able to go out there and make plays, and we didn't lean into him. We should have been leaning into him. When we were looking for new looks, like that was one of the ones that we just didn't go to, but it's worked before. And I think that Johnny Morgan just didn't understand what he had with Demo, and I get it. With guys like Gibbs, when you talk about speed, speed is so detrimental in football. Speed is scary, but what I'm saying, like there are guys who are fast, but what I'm saying, they don't have the skill set. And Gibbs has everything. He has the speed, he has the skill set. Matter of fact, you can line Gibbs up at wide receiver. He'll do some
yeah,
damage. He
yeah,
got that. But nevertheless, you have another beast. We have been a committee team this entire time, and you were trying to change that. You were forgetting about the other guy. You cannot.
yeah.
You cannot. And you
And
can't be
and
afraid to Monty in them situations.
and it's not the best thing for Gibbs taking the
Yeah.
whole load. He's not an
Yeah.
every down back. He's our future. You know, you can't. I don't want to see Gibbs beat up every fucking play.
I don't. Not this early in his
Not
career.
too
I want to
early
see Gibbs
career.
play at least 12.
You know.
I want to see him
So,
get old. Shit.
but yeah, man. I think it's a no burn. But look, I don't. But you know what? I don't think David really going nowhere.
I
Because
hope he isn't.
Dan when Dan Campbell speaks, this is why I like Dan when he speak. He's confident with his answer. He's just straight to the point. He made it clear, like, hey, we love David. What I'm saying, we want him here. He's a stud, and he said, we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna make it happen. Plain and simple, short to the point, bro. And then I think bringing in a guy like Drew Petzing too, what I'm saying, that who's good at running schemes, what I'm saying, and he's he believe in running the ball as well, what I'm saying. So I wouldn't. I just don't see where I don't see where it makes sense where it can benefit us trading David Montgomery. I heard rumors of him trading him to Kansas City for for a draft pick. I'm like, no, fuck all that.
Y'all better not get him, man. And then be right back on top. That's crazy.
Jay Will said facts.
No, Pat Mahomes hurt. That's crazy, but still.
Facts. As Jay Will said facts. We needed that combo. Yeah, bro. That's when that me and Mustard was just saying. Once that signing and knuckles shit went away, bro, that's when our team started. That's when our offense was starting trending down.
Yeah, they were
You know,
starting to die. And then the RPOs didn't understand like the run sets up play action, sets up the whole passing offense. And we didn't have that. And there was a lot of times we was out there, bro, we was throwing on first down, passing on third and long. I mean running on third and long. Like it was just stupid offense, man. It just didn't make any sense. I can't believe that Johnny Morton was 56 years old.
but
That,
But you know what? Well, we had did shit like that last season, but this is when we had a top notch offensive line. Offensive line
No,
was
but
was not.
we had reasons for that. A lot of times, bro, and
Mm,
this is why I love Ben Johnson, and this is why I will continue to respect Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson is a fucking mastermind. That's why everybody was so
yes,
hurt. I'm not hurt because I realized a long time ago when you have great prodigies, you have to let them go. Like they're eventually they're gonna grow. It's okay. It's okay.
yeah,
You learn from them. If you smart,
yeah,
you learn from 'em, you take from 'em, you understand what the fuck they think about and how they set this shit up, and you keep that shit going. Even though that they're not there to bring in those innovations, you always had that core. We had that core. We had that structure. We still got the same fucking team. We're just missing a bit of the O line. But the thing is, with guys like that, when they do certain plays, they're setting shit up. They're looking for things. They're trying
yeah,
to understand what coverages they're running, what zones they're running. We run. This is my favorite thing. This is my favorite thing. My favorite thing about my boy Ben Johnson, bro. Ben Johnson will run the same play 3 to 4 times in a game. The first 2 times it'll be the same play. It'll be one in the first, probably one in the middle of the first. Then they get the ball back or whatever. He runs in the beginning of the second, right? So now he
yeah,
has an idea, and the defense they understand it, and then they think they got a picture of it. By that third time or maybe in that fourth time, bro, it's a whole nother play. It was a run play. It was always a run play. Now he turns that motherfucker into a play action, right? But then he
yeah,
has the fucking tight end flank out, so you thinking like, oh, they going for the tight end, they going for the first down, and then out of nowhere, the running back that you thought was just, oh, it's a play action, he's just gonna run and act like it's nothing. All the receivers are ran floods, whatever they're running out. That running back going straight up the motherfucking seams. He's
yeah,
wide the fuck open. It's a
yeah,
walk-in touchdown. That's Ben Johnson genius right there. That's
yeah,
why I fuck with Ben Johnson. I ain't comparing niggas to other niggas, but I really think we getting some of that. Not that genius, because it's genius, you know what I'm saying? But I think we get some of that innovation back with these new coaches. I honestly think so. Because they spoke about them too, and they was real high on them niggas. So I think we get some of that you know what I'm saying? Like that creativity back. Because we just did not have that last year. Even our trick plays was born.
yeah. For real, I ain't even see many trick plays. Shit, no laterals,
After
nothing
they
like
after
that.
they called that bullshit on Jared Goff, like we didn't run it no more. Remember Jared Goff had the touchdown, wobbled
Yeah.
that bitch and
Oh
ran
yeah,
it in.
against yeah versus Kansas City. Yeah,
Yeah, and they called that bitch back after that. Them motherfuckers kind of like faltered, bro. But I think we getting some of that back. We getting guys that understand football, like they understand how important the run is. That understands like when you have a good quarterback, you have to build up that run game around them, which will open it up for him. And then also, I'm gonna always keep coming back to this. I think Jared Goff fucked up his feet. I think he's going to be a lot more mobile next year.
man, you got some big ass feet though.
He
You be
does.
watching,
Them
bro.
bitches bobble, bro. And
Them
he flat
motherfuckers.
footed. I ain't never seen a nigga run
Yeah,
like this.
bro.
He down there, he pack up like this, nigga. You supposed to that nigga said bah, 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 bah. I think he fucked up. I think either he found out like he had some
This-
unarched feet and he got some arches in there. It's just something off with his feet. Like he looks awkward. Like his mechanics is all there. But then every time he runs, he looks goofy. And then when he throws on a run, it's fucking horrible. His hurried passes was horrible. I remember they ran it was like a throwback. So they pitched the ball to David Montgomery, takes off in the backfield, he stops, throws that bitch back to Golf. Beautiful pass, spiral. You know what I'm saying? Like perfect, dog. Like you know what I'm saying? Spiral. my nigga Golf caught it. It was a touchdown. And he stepped into the throw a little bit and he threw the nastiest duck. It's like every time he fucking moves, he can't throw the ball. Like his mechanics go away. I think the nigga had a foot injury. I hope that's what it was because the way my nigga was out there walking around like Bambi, I mean literally, he looked like a brand new deer. And I love Jared Goff. I think Jared Goff is such a great quarterback. I think we're so hard on quarterbacks. It's fucking hilarious. And I know I'm
It
about to
is.
go off topic a little bit, but I seen a clip of Donovan McNabb talking about when Andy Reid was about to pick Pat Mahomes, and then he said that Andy Reid said, "Oh, Don, he's a guy. He's our guy, and he's so much like you." And I remember like the comments in there was like, "This nigga's delusional," and I'm like, "Y'all, man." Motherfuckers do not understand how good quarterbacks was, bro. Because I see niggas arguing saying that Mike Vick was a better quarterback than Donovan McNabb. And it's just like, it's so
Nah,
weird to me. Like, our
Jay.
perception is weird because they only say dumb shit like that because Mike Vick was fast. I'm like, nigga, he's a quarterback. But he was fast. I'm like, what did he throw the ball like? You can throw forward. What his numbers look like? He was fast. I'm like, Mike Vick is so mid, bro. As a
It is.
quarterback, he was mid. As a runner, he was mid. Niggas said, who better between Lamar Jackson and Michael Vick? I said, kiss my ass.
I don't know about
Why
that,
is
man.
that even
I
a
like
fucking question?
I like Mike Vick. But I
You
don't
can
know about.
like Mike Vick, but who's a
I don't
better
know.
runner between him and Lamar Jackson?
I mean, tough.
Lamar. Cam
That's
Newton.
tough. That's tough, bro.
Cam.
That's
Watch
tough,
this.
bro. Come on,
Watch
man.
this. Watch
You don't
this.
become one of the first
Who's a better
quarterbacks.
runner
You don't
between
become the
Mike
first.
Vick and
Was he the
Jalen
first
Hurts?
quarterback to get 1,000 yards? Come on, bro. I don't know
First
about
don't mean shit, nigga.
that. It means a lot.
You that don't mean who was the first running back to get 1,000 yards? Go.
Hold on. Let me read. Hey, shout out to Jay Will from Detroit. I appreciate you engaging with us, bro. It's our first time going live stream. We
Oh
growing
yeah.
the channel. Shout out to you. I want to give you your flowers. Thank you. But he
Yeah,
said
for real. Shut up.
golf. He said golf going to get us one. We just got to build a defense. I agree. I think
We do.
I agree. We'll talk a little bit more about that. And he's saying Vic. So I'm saying he said Vic. So I'm thinking he's saying Vic is a better runner than Lamar.
I don't know. Y'all can have y'all opinions on Vic. I don't even want to shit on Mike Vick, but when you look at Mike Vick's number and compare him to, that's what I'm talking about. He fast. That's what I said. He literally just said that shit. He fast. That's what I'm saying. He didn't say nothing else.
Damn,
He said he got
damn.
99 speed. He
Come on,
fast.
Jay Will, you
Can
can't
Mike
bring
Vick
up
throw the ball?
math.
He fast. Did Mike
If
Vick
if
ever
that's
have a
your argument,
receiver?
Jay, if that's your argument, Jay, because his speed on matters
No,
99.
that's what everybody say,
No,
bro. Fuck that. And the
no.
crazy thing is, because Mike Vick has a 99 speed, he's the reason that niggas go demon blitzes non-stop, bro. Niggas use the blitz, the shit. Once they realized how effective blitzes was on Madden because of Mike Vick bitch ass, that's all he used to do. Nigga, I've always been a
Come
Lions
on,
fan,
man.
bro.
You got it. Just show
I
respect to
had
Jay.
I had Joey
Oh,
Harrington at quarterback, and niggas is blitzing me to death because they think he might be like Mike Vick. Fuck that. I love Vic, bro, whatever during that time, bro. But when I got older, I uncovered my eyes, man. And I don't even want to shit on Vic because I actually did like Vic. I had the Vic
come on,
shoes and
Vic is look, bro.
Vic is a guy. You know what
Every
I'm saying?
nigga,
Then when I found out he had
every
braids.
nigga growing up wanted to be Vic, bro. Once upon a
Yeah,
time, bro.
but after a while, you
He
gotta
was
check
Allen
the numbers.
Iverson, bro. He was Allen Iverson.
If Vic was your starting quarterback, not even ours, if Vic was the starting quarterback on your team back when he was like the shit, you would have been pissed off because yeah, he doing all these crazy things. He getting his money. He doing these crazy things. Your team sucked. And as much as we talk shit about Jalen Hurts is a way better passer than Vic could ever wish to be. That's embarrassing.
Like, I don't know about that either because I feel like when Vic got to Philly, he was I think
he had his best years in Philly, but you know what he did in Philly? His best year. He had his best years in Philly. You know what he did in Philly? His best year?
What?
3,200 yards, 22 touchdowns, career year. 22 touchdowns, 16 interceptions, career year. Now I don't even know about the interceptions.
Honestly, you think about. Let's be real though. You want to compare him and Lamar Jackson. Only thing that really separate him and Lamar is the fucking MVPs. Lamar. Wait. Lamar went to a conference championship. Vic went to a conference championship.
Right.
Vic, I'm pretty sure Vic was nominated for MVP once upon a time.
He definitely was.
And the thrower rise, I can't necessarily say Lamar was a better thrower.
You know what's crazy?
What? No.
Wait. Because I'm about to shit on that.
Wait.
I'm about to shit on that.
He's a better decision maker.
This nigga crazy.
He's a better decision maker.
Rob, I'm about to shit on that. I'm
He
about to
make
shit
more
on
clutch
that.
passes. All right, all right. You
I'm
know
about
what?
to shit on that.
All
I'm
right,
about to
wait.
shit on
No,
that,
don't shit
bro.
on it because
I'm shitting on that.
I just thought of it. No, he's a better decision maker, and he make more clutch passes.
Bro, I'm about to shit on that.
But hold on, before you do that. All right, Jay Will said he said, I'm saying that what led to that. The man was different, bro. Definitely
No, he's an
taking
icon.
I'm
He's an
definitely
icon.
taking Atlanta Vic. I don't know.
He's an
I'll
icon.
probably take
He's
Philly
an
Vic
icon.
over Atlanta Vic.
Cause now you thinking now you're like, yeah, I do want to throw the ball. Like a fucking quarterback, nigga, not a running back, but no.
I only saying that because more mature. He just came from a jail, had a little issue and shit. You know what I'm saying? So and I mean, as for a lefty, I can't really think of too many left-handed quarterbacks. He was slanging that bitch. When he slanged
No,
that bitch, he
there
was
was a
slinging
couple left-handed quarterbacks that was doing it.
it.
He just was the most unique. But I think Randall Cunningham was a lefty. There's a couple other niggas who was some freak athletes. But I was gonna say this, I'm shitting all over that shit. Right now, how many seasons has Lamar Jackson played? So 7 seasons. Mike Vick had like an 11-year career. He has more passing yards, more touchdowns, less interceptions, more rushing yards, more rushing touchdowns than Mike Vick right now. And he's not fucking done. Let the Vic fantasy wash over you niggas, bro. I get it. Madden. Now, if we argue in Madden, there's no argument. Not
Yeah.
even 2015 Cam Newton. And that nigga was irritating because he was trucking niggas. I thought that was cheating. Quarterbacks on Madden fumble. Cam was trucking niggas. Cam didn't fumble. That
No, he
used to
didn't.
piss me off. Vic didn't fumble neither because you couldn't catch the nigga.
Yeah.
I'll give him that. 04 Mike Vick. 2015. No, you can't put Cam Newton in there. For the niggas that used to play, Tecmo Bowl, it was Bo Jackson. He was so fast that niggas used to just run to the outside and just creep up the sidelines like how we used to do in NCAA. Vic was very special in the hood and on the games. But if I'm a coach, I'm good. Excuse me. And I hate to say it because I'm like, legacy-wise, dog, I know you're going to disagree, bro, because this is so funny, but I just got to bring him up because I don't give a fuck.
Cool.
I take Eli Manning over Mike Vick.
No, for sure.
I thought you was going to chirp on that because I'm like,
no, I only trip because I don't think he's a Hall of Famer. But
all right, cool. But then, give me Eli.
I don't give a fuck nobody talking about too.
Give me Eli. And I say Eli. I'm not even talking about the Super Bowls. I say Eli because he's Reels, just a regular quarterback. He's a successful guy. He's just a regular dude.
Hold on. Jay Will came back and said, he said Vic going to jail is what messed him up. Not just focus on speed, but if Atlanta Vic had Philly weapons, we are having a different discussion. I don't know about that. No. Because
I don't know because he had Antonio Gonzalez. He had killers.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Who?
That was Matt Ryan.
Who?
Tony Gonzalez, he was in the Kansas City Chiefs around that time, bro.
No, he had Algie Crumpler then. Nigga, he had a killer.
No, he had weapons. He had
is it Warren Dunn? Killers?
Yeah, Warren Dunn. That was the running back. He had Campbell, the tight end Campbell. I don't remember.
Okay.
I don't remember people. A lot of people. He's underrated tight end. Like he was balling. And then they had a young Rodney White.
Yeah, baby Rodney White.
Yeah,
that was actually at the end. That wasn't even like.
Yeah, this is
that was like when he went to jail.
White. But
nigga, he had Crumpler. Yeah,
some niggas on there, bro. And but also Atlanta, look, they didn't really do too. They had some good years, under Vic. So
they had probably like 2 good seasons, bro. But I don't want to keep shitting on Vic. I just think Vic was more so pop culture. Vic was like bigger than football to us because it was our guy. He had braids, dark skinned nigga, hood nigga, high top motherfucking Nikes with the strap on them bitches. I never shit on Vic. I'm just saying, nigga, when we do a quarterback list, I seen the nigga do best black quarterbacks, bro, and I seen Vic in that bitch at number 4. I said, get the fuck out of here.
We gotta do this.
Throw the whole list in the garbage, man. If we throwing the
So
speed quarterbacks, best running quarterbacks, dog, Vic, number
hold on,
two.
black quarterbacks. He top 10.
Top 10, but number four,
I'm trying to think.
you
We
trying to
I mean,
think.
we gotta do it. We gotta do another show about that. But I gotta think.
Bruh,
He
black
not top four. He
quarterbacks.
not top five. He not top five.
I'm about to say, nigga, are you crazy?
Not top five. No. Well, no, he not top five.
What?
I was only saying that because I really need to think of like the order of that. But
Nigga, he not top.
he not top
He
four. You're
not
right.
top 10. I'm
He
sorry.
not, yeah, he not
He
top 10.
honorable mention.
He not top 10. Black
He
quarterback.
honorable mention, bro. You crazy? Our niggas
We got
crazy.
all right. This is what we're gonna do. We're
Stat
gonna
wise, what are we basing this off of? Love or
hold on.
stats?
Let's talk about some other stuff we need to talk about because
All
this is
right,
gonna be a
man.
whole nother discussion. This is gonna
Say it. Put the clip on it, man. We coming
we
back to
gonna
this.
we
Matter of
gonna
fact, clip this
we
shit and
gonna we
ask the
gonna come back
internet.
to this.
No,
Another
ask the internet.
we gonna y'all put in the
And
chat.
tell me
Here.
stat wise who he's over. I want stat
Yeah.
wise. Don't tell me he's better than niggas. Show me the numbers. Do we go talk about the accolades or none of that? I wish he had an MVP to make this argument.
He shouldn't have many fucking black quarterbacks. Then he can't be top 10.
You forgetful ass nigga.
All right. Okay.
Oh my
All
god.
right.
You gonna
All
look
right.
at this shit and go like, oh, I forgot, bro. My bad.
I
My bad.
probably
I don't even
is.
want to say names right now. Come on, man.
All right, hold on. Let's next up, bro. Let's talk about this real quick. So I want to play this video. So Dan Campbell, this is a clip from the combine, and he's talking about Drew Petzing, no, about hiring Drew Petzing as the offensive coordinator.
Mm.
Drew was fortunate to find him. I've always liked Drew from afar, facing those guys, but then just watching common opponents, through the years what he was able to do offensively. I always liked it. There was creativity to it. Certainly they've used a lot of heavy sets lately, but that's where the roster has gone. That's not something that I foresee us being. We're going to be versatile, but he gives us that ability to make the most of what we have. And I just think he understands the protections. I understands the run game. He understands the pass game, certainly quarterback play. So I think he's got it all. He's coached receivers, coached tight ends, coached quarterbacks. And I think that's important. It was important for this one. We had, a lot of different guys to interview. It was great. The process was great. A lot of good men, good coaches, great coaches, really. But he was the right fit. It was. I felt that within 20 minutes. So it was really good. So fired up to have him. And then one of the guys I was really high on through that whole process was Mike Kafka too. And we were fortunate to get him really pass game coordinator. So that worked out really well. But a guy who's been our interim head coach, has coached quarterbacks, has coached some good quarterbacks, running offense. So he's got a good perspective on things. He's got some pretty good ideas. So.
Hey man, all right. So Dan Campbell, he talked about Drew Petzing and Mike Kafka. Mike Kafka is the pass game coordinator. But before I say what I say, I just like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, what's really give me hope. Well, everything going on, bro, is Dan Campbell, because like even when he speak, bro, versus like when you see Brad speak versus Dan, bro, it's like, bro, like even when like I'm disappointed, and I told you the other day, bro, like damn, bro, I ain't not really that hype right now. I ain't really feeling too right. But every time I hear Dan Campbell speak, bro, it's like, bro, he made me believe, bro. Like he firm with his shit. Like when he speak, you already know that he know what the fuck he talking about, bro. He make you believe that shit, bro. So that's why I love Dan, and this is why I say, look, man, long term, I see Dan long term versus Brad. But anyway, he talked about Drew Petzing and Mike Kafka. First off, each day, and I now especially hearing Dan speak about him now, Drew Pezzi, he had some interviews that came out. I'm very, you know what? I'm more confident about this hiring, and I'm more confident in Drew Pezzi. We talked about this before. I said this in one of the clips I made. Look, bro, I feel like when he was in Arizona, bro, he did the best he can, bro. And even like with Arizona not being a good team, bro, they had some very good moments, bro. Like they almost could have made the playoffs this year. You know what I'm saying? It was a time they was in a race. And this is with them dealing with injuries. You know what I'm saying? They're dealing with Kyler Murray bullshit. You know what I'm saying? They got a Terry McGrath. What's the McGrath, the tight end over there? He's about to be a fucking shit. Right now, he a top 3 tight end right now. Or some people say he's the best tight end right now. You know what I'm saying? And he had that success under Drew Pezig. So and then like when he said like Dan said in 20 minutes, I knew he was a guy, you know. So I mean, when I hear Drew Zig speak, you know, saying he's another guy when he speak, like okay, like I believe what he's about to do, you know what I'm saying? You know, he talk about David Montgomery. He talking about, man, shit, like you have Gibbs and David Montgomery, bro. He basically said you could work magic. And that's the type of shit I like to hear. So, but yeah, man, what's your thoughts on this what Dan Campbell said?
Shit, man, I trust Dan Campbell, plain and simple. And we been said that dude was a refreshing, you know what I'm saying, like looking to a refreshing add on him and Kafka. I like the fact that he mentioned both of them because he's really excited about it. And truth be told, man, I hope these two guys take off because you already know what I want in the future. I want eventually after we win the Super Bowl, I just want to see Dan Campbell. You know what I'm saying? I know he's going to stay on for coach for a while, but after a while, I would like to see Dan Campbell become the fucking GM, keep this shit going. But no, I think that these are two very important pieces that we add on. And then hopefully, you know what I'm saying, they will understand like our passing game, you know what I'm saying? Because I think that next year, I think that we're going to have another raise in pace or like just you know what I'm saying, like another, they're going to take another step up. Well, certain players are going to take another step up. Laporta coming back is going to be so important. But J-Mo, we have unlocking hands J-Mo. I'm talking about hands here, diamond J-Mo. He's catching the ball away from his body. The more that J-Mo does that, the more success he will see. I believe that simply catching the ball in tough situations, which is catching the ball away from your body, little simple play in football. That is the key to the success of Amon-Ra St. Brown. Everything else is just a little bit more icing. The blocking, the physicality, you know what I'm saying, the availability, you know what I'm saying, the fact that this kid is a workout nut. He's able to stay on pace.
Yeah.
And I think J-Mo is taking a lot from St. Brown's. But from St. Brown. But once he adds on that ability to catch the ball consistently away from his body, because that's something that I hate to see from J-Mo.
Yeah, so
He's just going to grow.
You know, we had a conversation.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Look, J-Mo, I mean, this is why another thing I loved about Dan, because look, he's gonna find a way to connect with his players. You know, J-Mo, he said in interviews before where man, him and Dan used to bump heads, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, bump heads a lot, you know, when he first came in. Especially, he had his issues, dropping the ball and shit like that, but give it to J-Mo credit. You know, he was coming off from a major injury, bro, in the national championship. I don't think people realize if it wasn't for that fucking injury, J-Mo would have been a top 3 pick, bro. This nigga in Alabama, bro, what he did in Alabama, bro, this is why he's became my favorite Alabama receiver. Because the shit that he did in 1 year, nigga. And you talking about he was at Hawaii State, nigga. He did his first 2 years was worse than the Lions when he was with the Lions first 2 years. The fact that he could have been the first wide receiver in college football, well, I think college football history to win the Heisman. That's how fucking great that year in Alabama was, bro. And shit, taking a step further, bro. If the nigga didn't get injured, Alabama would have probably beat Georgia. Cause J-Mo had like 2 touchdowns
J-Mo,
before he had 2 touchdowns before he fucking went down. I think.
yeah,
Shit,
J-Mo was going crazy.
he's put a nigga. So nigga, we got J-Mo. Honestly, I don't wish injury on nobody. I hate that he had to go through. But nigga, it was a blessing to us. For
Yeah,
him to drop 12.
yeah,
Shit.
because he definitely was a like top 5 guy.
Man, hell yeah, bro.
Yeah, but even with that though, like even with all that, J-Mo keeps stepping up. He keeps stepping up.
Yeah, bro.
He keeps stepping up. But I'm just so happy that his hands is around him because I ain't gonna lie, when Laporta going down last year, Almiron facing injuries late in the season, J-Mo was our guy. We always talk about him being a big play guy, but seeing him become a possession receiver for us, like catching them tough passes, securing the ball down the stretch, like giving us chances, it was cool. And I'm like, we just gonna see more of that. The second that J-Mo unlocks his hands, bro, I truly feel like that's the difference. Because the one thing with J-Mo is the drops are an issue, or they were an issue, slowly becoming they last year they were definitely an issue because
A
he was
less
getting more
issue now.
opportunities. Huh?
So I say it's more of a less issue now.
It is, but at the same time, like he still led the league in drops, and I only felt like that was because he was getting more opportunities in tougher situations. Because we used to be like J-Mo was just big plays, like he touching the ball like 2-3 times per game. Last year, especially in like the last half of the season after Laporta went down, J-Mo's targets was going up +5 type shit, and his
But,
catches was like doubling.
but also too, like well, a lot of that I feel like, and J-Mo said this like toward the season ending press conference, that he's gonna really focus on getting working on his strength. So a
Mm-hmm.
lot of that had to part would do with strength, you know what I'm saying? So he can't be focused on getting his hands stronger, being more a hands catcher. And then look, I'm a firm believer if it hits your hand as a receiver, you
Mm-hmm.
gotta catch it.
You gotta
But
catch it.
look, but people I would say this, the positioning where the ball is thrown at is very important, because it was times too, and Jared Goff would say this when times
Underthrown.
when J-Mo would drop the ball, shit, Jared Goff would say, I gotta throw really a better ball. I really throw behind me. And a lot of that, and that's why I feel like it's harder for quarterbacks to deal with faster receivers, because it's really a timing
Mm-hmm.
thing. Because a lot of these fast receivers, and I feel like J-Mo got better at that, they can't control their speed. You know what I'm saying?
But you're not supposed to. I know how good you are. That's training
Yeah,
camp. That's
yeah.
early in the season shit. And then during the game, those just high pressure situations. That's why I'm talking about with J-Mo. A lot of times, it's not that you have to throw a better pass. You got to throw a perfect pass for him. A
Yeah.
lot of times in our first place, he's used to breadbasket. I hate this. You're not catching. You're not doing kick return. You got so used to doing this because it's safer. It's safer when they throwing it over your shoulder than coming in here. You so used to that. You start doing it during duck plays where the ball's right in front of you. You looking at it. You trying to
Mhm.
cradle it with your body and it's bouncing off of you. That's where a lot of those drops come from because you're not here.
Yeah.
If we put J-Mo on the jugs machine like Almiron St. Brown, make that nigga stand in front of that bitch and put 50 balls in there. After a while, he's gonna get tired of getting hit in the fucking chest.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, nah. What if we had Matthew Stafford? You know, I'm just saying if. What if we had Matt? Them balls is uncatchable to J-Mo.
Yeah.
Them bitches fly
Yeah.
there in here. Them bitches
Well,
uncatchable.
yeah,
Jared
anything
Goff got a
inside,
way
but
softer touch
when it
than
comes to
Matt
like
Stafford.
deep passes,
Yeah, because
Stafford,
it's in the bread
yeah,
basket.
but yeah.
He's not facing those. That's what I'm saying. My biggest issue with J-Mo is using your fucking hands.
But you know what? He had moments, and he he
He
had
is,
definitely
hey,
had
he is
he had
getting better
moments
and
where
better.
it been a lot of games. I was like, oh, these are hands, and then he had his moments where
No, but
his body gets.
this is horrible. This is disgusting. And I'm telling you, with a harder throwing quarterback, you can't
Yeah.
catch like this. It's going to beat the fuck out of your chest. That's what I'm saying. Put Jay on the jugs, start him off with 50 balls,
I mean,
and make sure you
ain't no
sack him.
saying that he ain't doing that, bro. Like
You're
we
not
know.
jugging this. This is not jugs.
I feel like, but no, bro. I feel like based on what I've seen this year,
Yeah, no, you
I know
seen
what
him
you're talking about.
improve. Yeah,
It's been approved. So I'm a,
he did.
only thing we can say now, and I feel like you agree with this. I really expect him even get better at it now.
No, yeah, he
Yeah,
grew last year. He
because
grew right before us. He did it.
honestly, I mean, let's keep it real, bro. That's if that's really your downfall as a
It's
receiver.
not bad. It's not bad,
Not
but at
really
the
that
same time,
bad.
you are a receiver. So if your hardest part of being a receiver is using your hands, it just looks bad. Because I'm gonna
I
keep it
believe,
real.
I believe if he like, okay, let's just say if he figured that part out, right? Which I believe that
He
each year,
figuring it out. He
each
figuring it
year,
out.
yeah, he is figuring out. Each year he get better, right?
Yeah,
J-Mo, bro, J-Mo could easily be a top 5 receiver right now.
he damn near is.
He could
Oh,
be.
in
Let's keep it
certain
real.
situations, he damn near
He
is in
could
certain
be.
situations.
He got the. He is. He could be better. He could be better than fucking Amara.
Yeah, he got more
Talent
tools than Amara. He got
talent
more
wise,
tools. But
I think,
Amara's biggest successful thing is at the core of being a receiver, Amara has that.
yeah,
He has that on lock. Who would you say in the NFL today, even if you don't put him number one, if you say top five hands in the league, Amara name gonna come up.
yeah,
He hands. Amara is the type of player where if he drops the ball, the whole stadium gets quiet. It's weird.
yeah.
It's odd. With J-Mo, I was like, damn, that was a rough pass. Well, Amara, if you throw it near him, we expect that nigga to go get it.
There's always the little brother. He is the little brother of the crew.
It is a little brother because they tougher and they've been playing better competition their whole life. That's why the little brother better because when you got a good big brother and you've been playing them all your life, you're going to get better just from losing. That's why as a kid, like when I start figuring out 2K and shit like that, I like losing because I would just steal shit from niggas. Now I'm 34, I'm a 2K beast. I don't know
Yeah.
what that means. I'm talking shit, but
Hey,
no, it's
let's.
always a little brother because they got the better competition.
I want to read Jay Will comment. Shout out to you, bro. And I've been seeing people popping in and out, bro. So appreciate y'all fucking with us, bro. We gonna keep this shit up. All right, he said J-Mo getting better by the year. We're going in the right direction with our wide receiver room. And he also said no injury, uh no
No
J-Mo.
J-Mo, hell yeah, hell yeah,
Yeah,
hell yeah, because he
yeah,
slid. He was a
yeah.
slider.
He was a slider. Yeah. But yeah, but J-Mo's very important. This is why we could talk about this real quick because I want to talk about this next subject and we gotta get you out of here soon. But this is why when the conversation about Max Crosby and first of all, man, look, I'm not that shit is dead to me. I ain't honestly I could care less he come here or not. Just bring somebody, saying could bring some pressure, opposite of Aiden. That's where I'm at with it. But I hear these fake ass rumors about I guess it's rumors saying that the Raiders potentially looking for a player in the first round draft picks or some draft picks. And somebody, I ain't gonna lie, bro, it was Braylon Edwards, bro. He was on here, and I love Braylon Edwards, but I ain't gonna lie, I thought he was tripping. I know he's a pro, he's an NFL player, and I'm just a regular ass nigga, but I don't give a damn. Bro was tripping. He talking about trading J-Mo for Max Crosby. I'm like,
Crazy.
well, shit. Now this was 2 years ago. All right, we could talk. We could talk. But now, the way he's elevated now, you think I'm about to trade J-Mo after we got a deal? We already talked about off the field issue. We had to clean that up with him. And then, it was a slow process because, like you said, he was coming off injuries and shit like that. He was dealing with the suspensions. But you think right now, number one, J-Mo? This ain't number 9. Number
Yeah,
one, J-Mo? I'm about to
niggas
trade
on
him
dub.
and see him elevate somewhere else?
Niggas on dub.
You crazy. Nah. And we just paid him. We got him from the low. You ain't smoking, man. Shit. I ain't J-Mo out the pit. I trade motherfucking Tesla. I give you fucking check this out. I give you motherfucking Laporta. The fuck? Get in, motherfucker.
I'm going to give up Laporta. I love Laporta.
I won't give
I
up
think
Laporta,
that
but
shit.
I'm not giving up J-Mo. If I had to pick, I'm giving Laporta. I'm giving up Laporta before J-Mo. That's a fact.
I ain't gonna hold you. If you don't want these draft picks, man, fuck you.
Fuck you, Max Crosby ain't bro. Max Crosby is good, right? He's good. I like him. He's elite. He's top 5 edges. But bro, he ain't worth all that shit y'all talking about. And we gotta pay the money that y'all already gave him. He got a max contract already. Like fuck all that. And he's 30 years old. Like no, I'm not giving up my young boy, my a guy that man. Honestly, bro, J-Mo ain't even hit his fucking prime. The fuck, like you crazy as hell. Jay Will said, "Fact, J-Mo was a wide receiver 1 and held it the fuck now." Yeah. Oh, yes. J-Mo was a number 1 receiver, held it the fuck down. I'm sending a lean for Crosby before. I'm sending a lean. That's another guy you paid. And you know what I'm saying? Look, he can't. Lean, he came. He was coming off that injury last season. You know, I mean, look, come off injuries. I can't really judge him, but look, it wasn't. You know, you expected more, but it is what it is. Let him get a full off season. You know what I'm saying? Really get that knee together and shit like that. But yeah, I'll give you a lean. The fuck for Crosby. I think that's an even trade. You know what I'm saying? Younger guy, you know what I'm saying? He's emerging, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna help your D line, you know. So yeah, bro, I'm not and then when Amaran went down to see that Packers game, so man, I learned it told me a lot about J-Mo because that's when we needed him to make a big play, bro. He made that play, bro. You know what I'm saying? Besides, you know, he had a drop, you know what I'm saying, on a one drop that game. But bro, man, hell no. Y'all kiss my ass. I'm not giving up no fucking J-Mo for no fucking Max Crosby, nigga. You nigga. Yeah, nigga, man, fuck all that. Now, this is Myles Garrett. We can have a conversation.
I ain't gonna lie, Myles Garrett, my bad, J-Mo. Don't talk.
We can have a conversation. 18, 20 sacks. We can have a conversation. Shit.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. The conversation gonna be all of our draft picks, nigga. I don't give a fuck.
What?
We don't even need rookies, nigga. Give us him.
Max Crosby.
He can turn the whole defense around.
Yeah, but for Max Crosby,
you get Myles Garrett, all of a sudden, nigga, Terry and Arnold gonna be nigga all pro. Let's just make it happen. They ain't gonna be able to throw shit, nigga. We on your ass.
Yeah, man. Let him fight this case first. But shout out to Terry. I'm just fucking around. Here, hold on, Jay. I got a video. Y'all got a new sub, 100. Y'all been tuning in for my Detroit sports. Okay, for the sports. What's your YouTube? I'll be tuning in. But yeah, you got a YouTube. Put your shit on there. Oh no, I'm blood. No, shit, I'm blood. I read this all wrong. He said y'all got a new sub 100. I'll be tuning in for my Detroit sports. Oh, good looking, bro. Okay, good looking, bro. Appreciate it. Yeah. I'm drinking this goddamn cut water. Got me a little slick. Got me a little.
I was up that Carla Rossi.
Shout out to Jay Will from Detroit. I appreciate you, bro. You know what I'm saying? We growing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Something new over here. You know, I do the content with the food, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So I made a good following over there. I'm trying to grow this. But so this next video, man, I'm gonna speed this up, man. I ain't really trying to hold you up, but
no, go.
Damn, bro, I'm blow. I don't even know which clip this. All right, so I'm gonna assume. I think this is a clip about Kirby, the Kirby situation. Let's just play it, and then I say what I want to say. Let me make sure. Okay. All right. Wait, hold on. Let me look at this. Okay, so this video right here, right? So this is not about Kirby. This is actually about Taylor Decker. So when he this video I'm about to play, um, this is before Taylor Decker made his decision, like literally, bro, minutes before. So, um, so in this clip, Dan Campbell talking about at the time he was talking about they asked him about Taylor Decker future, and Dan Campbell was basically saying, "Well, at the time, I know I haven't really had no conversation. I want him to really take his time and make his own decision at the time." But he also mentioned like regardless if he come back or not, they still need to address that basically that left tackle situation or the offensive line period. But here we go.
You know, look, if it's not, then we got to find a guy, right? But if it is, we still got to find a guy because as much as I love Deck, you know, it's he's got some things that are going to need some management, and that's kind of where we're at, you know. And so we're one way or another, we're going to need somebody that can play over there. Um, you know, and that can help us if we need them in a crunch or we need them as a starter. So that's important. We've talked about the interior of the offensive line too. That's important. So, you know, we've been digging, we've been looking at stuff, but until we can kind of figure a little bit of those pieces out, and then exactly who is going to be available, who are we going to have the ability to potentially go after, how does that affect another position or the depth of the roster, then we're waiting it out here a little bit.
All right. So so that's his thoughts on Taylor Decker before he decided he was going to come back. But he said, regardless if he come back or not, he got to address. What I'm saying, they still need to address that left tackle issue. And one of the key word he said management. And this is why when I was talking to you before, look, I wasn't. I thought he was going to retire. I thought that would have been best for us. And I love Taylor Decker. I'm not going to say that we're better without him, but I'm definitely not going to say we just automatically better with him. You know what I'm saying? Because look, he is up at age 32. It's young in real life for him, but as an offensive line, shit, bro, that's you getting up there, bro. And guess what, bro? He's been dealing with injury, that shoulder injury, bro. He's been in and out of the fucking lineup. And even when he was on the fucking field, it still was an issue on the left side, bro. I feel like that was the most. I saw a study where the most pressure was from his side, bro. Because he dealing with a lot of these good edges. So this is why I felt like, look, I was like, it was like 6-7 for me because nigga, I was like, look, shit, we could have freed up some bread and spent that money somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? But but having him, like I said, I'm not gonna say we better without him. But what? Give me your input. You know what I'm saying? What Dan said about Taylor Decker.
I mean, shit. What I said before, mainly talking about like with Taylor Decker, like even having an okay left tackle is a very much so a high quality. Like all, there's not a lot of prospects in that field. Those is guys like when you talk about left tackles hitting free agency, they normally get picked up real quick. Like so, I just don't think that right now the free agency pool was big enough for us. I know we talked about a couple guys that we could have picked up, but I don't know. I say we stick with Taylor Decker, give him another year, but at the same time, we just got to start drafting to rebuild the line right now while we got these pieces. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever we gonna do, we got to just jump on it now. I say in this draft coming up, the first 4 picks, they got to be all big dogs. Whether it's O line, D line, start picking them up right now. Let's start bringing them in. Let's get them out there, especially on the offensive side. Like, and then I think Tate Ratledge is gonna have a good, solid season next year. I'm
Yeah.
telling y'all, he about to be real smooth next year. Last year, a lot of the mishaps
If
on his half was like miscommunication, not understanding where to be at, missing blocks, like not because he was a bad, necessary player. Like he just didn't understand what we were asking him to do.
I mean,
Some
you're a
guys don't,
rookie.
huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, he a
You're a
rookie,
rookie.
but he learning a new system. Some guys don't understand like track blocking. You know what I'm saying? Like when you run spreads, you don't necessarily look for a guy to block. You just block on the path. So you got to understand when you have inside shoulder, that's yours. Outside shoulder, you chipping, you going to the next line. So a lot of them plays was literally he got the inside shoulder because the play is coming. You know what I'm saying? The play if the play is going to your right and you're in the left guard. Once you put your left hand on somebody, that's their inside shoulder. That's your man's now. A lot of that stuff is literally you chipping. We got dudes on center. What's my man's name? Dog? Glasgow.
Yeah.
Glasgow understands. So a lot of times Glasgow's moving up on his guy, and you're, not understanding what you're supposed to do, and y'all letting, interior linemen come through and break up run plays.
Yeah.
Little goofy stuff like that. Especially when we played the Packers on the first game. A lot of miscommunication. Where it's like
Yeah.
he got the skill set, but it wasn't understanding. So I think they're gonna fix that. Once they fix that, it's nothing. It's gonna be nothing for him. Like
Yeah.
he's gonna straight up understand. I think like as far as the center position, if we have to run it back with Glasgow, we're not able to find a guy in free agency. I think Glasgow's going to do a lot better next year too. But it's hard to replace a Frank Ragnow. I truly believe Frank Ragnow, once he's healthy, he will return. And I think he just needed one more season to do that. I think that's why they also waited so late for him because he knew how badly he was hurt. But you know what I'm saying? I don't think the team really understood that because I think they said he had a grade 3. So to me, like that means like you got meat coming off the bone, my guy. Not
Jay
good.
Jay Will, he asked, do we think we'll draft a O line since Decker's coming back or use a free agency pool? Look,
A draft,
I don't know. I'm not
draft.
sure. I would say either way, bro. Listen, how I have to look at it. We talking about like for that left, you could draft one, and I really feel like in free agency you look for a veteran. You know what I'm saying? Free agency. I want a veteran center in free agency because it's still one thing about Brad talked about they say it's still up in the air that Tate Ratledge, you know what I'm saying, he could play center. And honestly, I don't want that for him because a guy who just not figuring out the game after his first, like you say, he's been getting better game after game, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I want to put that extra pressure on him the second year. I want him to be where he's comfortable at now.
Yeah,
In
where he
his
figured
career.
this shit out at.
I want a veteran guy who have experience, what I'm saying, being a center in the NFL. Your center is it's the quarterback of the offensive line.
It's the smart line, bro.
Smart
Quarterbacks,
line, bro.
centers, linebackers, the most
Yes,
intelligent
bro.
players at all times. Point
So
blank.
yeah.
Period.
So Jay Will, look, I feel like they need to look at him both ways. You know what I'm saying? Now this is one thing I have been hearing. It was just crazy. That they've been getting a lot of interest in the combine where they've been interviewing a lot of edge rushers. One of them is from Auburn. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? I forgot his name,
I
but
like boy from O State.
he's 20 years old. It's another edge rusher from Miami. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Jay Will said, "Why draft a first round? Why draft a first round O line to sit on the bench? I think we should use a free agency to fix the O line and use the draft for a DN. I'm not knocking that either. You know what I'm saying? You could get especially like looking for a DN, a free agency. Look, you ain't trying to spend no money. You're gonna have to break the bank to get a DN in the off season. So you wanna get a young guy, you know what I'm saying? You could get a young guy, as a compliment a Hutch, you can learn from Hutch and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And, you're gonna get him for a good price as well. So yeah, I would love that they would that first pick if they decide to pick that number 17 pick, to draft for like a D in. You know what I'm saying? Especially since Taylor coming back. Maybe you could find an offensive line in the second round, some shit like that. Or a free agency. You know. I do prefer a more veteran line instead of having a young.
Uh,
I'd
I
rather have a
I
veteran line. So to your point, Jay,
uh,
well, I agree with you. I really, if I had to like pick, I in the free agency, I really look for offense line more so in free agency. Get a more veteran line in free agency, and then should get a younger guy on the coming that edge rusher.
bro. Let me
Good
let me tell
question,
y'all
Jay.
something right now. Let me tell you something right now. You just said it earlier. We have no
I
money.
mean, good statement. Good statement.
We have no money. I agree with Jay. But we have no money. When Brad Holmes was talking, that nigga said retain. Retain is money. So all these players that we drafted and we like, we have been retaining. That's where our money went. That's why we went from fucking what $20 million salary cap to damn near what I think we above still or we below like minus 5 million or something like that. We've been holding on to a lot of players. So I hate to tell y'all this, whoever we draft, most likely is gonna be a guy that's gonna have to sit. If we can find a D lineman at number 17, cool. But it's really wherever the cards fall. We gotta understand where guys are gonna go and what guys are gonna become available for us. Free agency to me is not really a real thing anymore. Now that we don't have that money, it's not real. Like we can go get a veteran, whatever we get, but it's gonna be a player minimum at best. We're not gonna get none of those big guys. Even if they want to come here, we can't afford them.
But we can.
So at this point,
We don't really need the big guy like.
that's what I'm saying. But we're not. So anything in free agency will be the same value as a rookie. So literally, them draft picks,
I don't
we're
agree
just
with
gonna
that.
have to get
I
strategic. We just got to
okay.
get strategic.
Okay, look at it
Where's
like
the
this.
money going to come from for anybody of value? How much money do you think is going to cost to get you a DN? Because I guarantee you, even a mid tier guy is going to be way too expensive for us at this point because of the guys that we've been holding on to. That's one of the biggest
No,
issues with us. We
the
held on to a lot of guys that we really should have let go, and a lot of them are on the D line. I hate to say it, like we held on to a lot of them guys. That's where our money went. That's why we're
yeah.
so low now in free agency, like in our salary cap. We have nothing because we've been holding on to our guys. We've been holding on to them. When you retain, you lose money. That's why it was all good a couple years ago because they were rookies. They were on little contracts. Now rookies get bigger contracts because they've earned them. A lot of them guys have earned them. We got some big questions ahead of us on extensions coming up. Like we got a lot of shit that we got to figure out because I guarantee you, if it wasn't for if Kirby would have got hurt last year, we probably would have had a lot more money on the table. It's a lot
But
of guys that
no,
we re-signed, and I'm like, we just dealing with injuries right now. That's why we, like, literally, that's why we here. Like the retainment has been crazy. So every draft pick we pick up is going to be important, but it's all about placement. Where do these guys fall? Who else has these needs? Because yeah, we can find a D lineman at 17. Go get him. If you get the guy that you think you can put out there right now at 17, go get him.
yeah.
But with the Lions and the way that they draft is very unpredictable because they often go for the guys where saying that they think that they can have improvement. That's just me thinking, personally, because I think that
No, you think of what how you never know with Brad.
yeah.
Shit, you never know what
So it's
fuck with
like
Brad Holmes. Yeah,
with Brad, we might fuck around and get a safety in the second round. Like what?
especially with the shit with Terry Arnold. You don't know what the fuck he
Yeah, you'll
want.
never know. Like we might fuck around and get a cornerback. But I will say this: I do like the guys that we have drafted in the past. Now I get that we haven't had like because we had two draft classes where we got like four different guys each year that were starters that came in and did a lot of damage. But I'm
Mhm.
like, honestly, if we can just find one or two guys this year that can step up and help us out on that line and that D line, I think that'd be the best thing for us. But
That's why I say, like, that's what I think what Jay was talking about. I feel like All season. I mean, I'm not free agency. Look, I would lean towards offensive line. In the draft. I mean, particularly that first pick. You know, I get get a young edge, get a young guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but let's move on real quick.
Mm.
It might be the last segment. I ain't trying to hold you. Hold on. So now this next video for sure. This is about Kirby. Dan Campbell, and this video kind of concerned me when it comes to Kirby. Um, and this is like it's gonna put more pressure, but I do have I got a strong take on this when it comes down to bringing who we need to bring in for that safety position or safety period. Hold on, but Jay Will he came back and said, what do you say? I don't think we should extend our players right now. Use that money on free agency. The only player today I extend is Jack and use the 5th year or franchise tag. That ain't gonna happen, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't fresh. No, you ain't. Gibbs will fuck around and sit out training camp. They try to franchise tag him.
No, he getting paid, but he know he getting
I,
paid. We
I'm gonna
know he
keep it
getting
real.
paid.
I'm gonna keep it real, Jay. I would franchise tag Jack Campbell before Gibbs. That's a fact.
I think
I
Jack would be more susceptible for it. Like he'd be with
He
that.
will, bro. He's a linebacker, bro. Like
Even though he is the most deserving of
he
all
is.
these
He's a
niggas.
dog.
He's
I
been
feel
a
like me and you
beast
was
and
on.
available and
I feel
on
like me and you.
fire.
I feel like me and you was probably the only few people that
Man,
was
Jack been
okay.
the guy. And
It was okay. Jay Campbell getting drafted with
I
us.
told niggas, bro, Jack Campbell is gonna be reminiscent of old school. I think I said he was gonna remind y'all, not play like, not have stats like. It just reminds me. He reminds me of a Brian Urlacher. Just a big son of a bitch, tough
Yeah.
as hell. Don't give a fuck. Go put his nose in whatever, bro. If he was a dog, he's sniffing everybody's ass, bro. He putting his nose in everything. I love Jack Campbell, and he's great on the pass coverage, bro. If Azaloni was half of the pass coverage guy that Jack Campbell was, we would have had a shockingly better defense. A shockingly better defense. Just to have that little piece. Yeah, Laporta definitely gotta prove it, but that's only because of the injuries. I ain't gonna lie. Branch had a down season last year. And who else? What else we got up in here? We sent the Kirby. Yeah, Kirby hurt. And Kirby might be hurt for a minute, bro. Kirby got a major injury. Bone on bone at the moment. That shit crazy. The lean, shit, I ain't gonna lie. That's crazy too. Even when he did come back, mid as hell.
Hold on,
Injuries is piling up.
hold on. What Jay was he said? Laporta and Branch got to prove it. We extended Kirby. He's hurt. The Lim extended hurt. Just hold up on the extension outside of Jack.
Yeah,
I'm
cause
sorry,
Jack
bro.
needed.
Like you right. Like you right. When it comes to Laporta and Branch, especially you like Branch.
Branch
Honestly,
had a fucked up
I
season last year.
feel like anything. That's the next guy who probably if once he get back healthy, I could see them trying to fresh tag him. I honestly
And
I
and
really
Branch was
think
retarded last year.
I really think Branch he's gonna probably be the odd man out when it comes to the future
He
wise.
he doing it right now, bro. Last
Yeah.
year, if you watch him play, bro, it was like 3 different plays, bro, 3 different games where he had a clear chance at an interception and chose contact. Like that shit is so stupid to me. I feel like when Kirby's playing, it's like a competition between them two to see who can get the most interceptions. Cause that's Kirby game. Branch can make a lot of big plays, but he was being such a knucklehead. It's like he want them big impacts. Like he want them big hit plays. Like he want to scare niggas. I'm like, boy, always make a play on the ball.
Right.
That shit. He was bullshitting last year. He was bullshitting last year. His in coverage, he looked horrible. He did hit good. That's one thing he can
But you
do
know
is
what?
contact.
It really shows how him and Kirby. I mean,
They
him and
feed off of each other. He need that nigga out there.
Kirby. You
Because
know,
Kirby is a smarter player than Branch, clearly. But I think when Kirby out there, Branch plays way wiser. And
yeah.
that irritates me that
I think
having Branch out there, huh?
the responsibility got bigger for Branch when Kirby went down.
It
So
did. Because
I
I
don't
ain't gonna
know.
lie.
I don't know if he
Kirby
can
always look
handle
good
that.
when he out there on the field.
Yeah. But let's play this video with Dan Campbell real quick.
Mm.
Um, he talk about Kirby.
That's tough to say. You know, we've been treating him. He's done a few things. We're in a um, I would say we're in the position now to where we're slowly working him back. You know, what is this going to look like? How is it going to feel? Call it a month from now, maybe a month and a half, and then I think we'll have a lot better idea. Because is this something where he's going to be able to handle what it's going to feel like, or can we get it stable enough? Can we get enough strength? It's all of those things. Well, I think
All right, I think that was it. All right,
Mm.
so look, here go my thing. Uh, I've been telling you for a while since he been injured, bro. Since the first, like first, this is during the season. I've been telling you this, like, bro. I feel like he gonna need maybe a damn transplant or something. And that's
Yeah.
what Lonzo Ball had to get. When you start, like you say, you start hearing bone to bone, bro,
Yeah.
that is tough, bro, especially in football. You know what I'm saying? Even if he do recover, he's gonna lose a step,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and that's the unfortunate part. And we just paid him. But I'm not gonna just jump the gun and say his career is over because I firmly believe he's gonna come back. You know, as an athlete and a competitor like him, he's gonna fight his way back. And I just
Mm.
believe that. But so this is why. But what should the Lions do moving forward? You know, now do I believe that they should be a focus when it comes to the draft? Maybe I don't know. Maybe late in the draft you want to do that, but in the draft or free agency, um, no, it shouldn't be a focus. But I think you should at least bring in a veteran guy. Now, two things. I would love to see they did. I would love to see them either sign or maybe both of them because they're gonna be very. They're gonna. It's gonna probably. They probably gonna get the vet minimum anyway. Is to bring back guys like Thomas Harper and Avante Maddox. I felt like they did a good job holding shit down, especially Avante Maddox and Harper. They did a good job filling in for Branch and Kirby during the season. They both got interceptions this past season. So I think, bring them back. Now they know the defense. Avante Maddox, he's from Detroit. He went to Cass Tech. So, I feel like he did a good job his first year for the Lions. You know what I'm saying? He did what he was asked to do. And same
Mm-hmm.
thing with Thomas Harper. He came in, shit, uh, after the preseason. They brought him in after the preseason. So, and him coming in, first year, not really knowing the defense. I felt like he did a good job. At times, shit, he had moments that he looked like damn Kirby. So,
Mm-hmm.
so, but here go my take, and and this is who I feel like who they need to bring. Now, before I say this, it's not a popular pick, but I think the Lions should consider giving CJ Gardner a call. Now, hear me out. Hear me out. I know that might not be a popular pick for most Lions fans because he said some words uh, about the Lions organization, in the Super Bowl press conference and shit like that. It was some disagreements, whatever. A lot of Detroit Lions fans ain't like that shit he had against Debo, you know what I'm saying, all this other shit. And then waving halftime to the 49er fans where shit, me and you thought we was going to the Super Bowl, so a lot of shit, bro. And a lot of people thought, look, he wasn't worth, re-signing at the time, you know. But shit, he ended up going to Philly and won the Super Bowl the next year, you know. So I think, look, bro, if I'm the Lions, bro, what we dealing with when it comes to our DBs right now, man. Look, man, I give CJ Gardner a call because you can say what you want about CJ Gardner. One thing about CJ Gardner, bro, look, everywhere he pretty much went, bro, that team elevated. Regardless, regardless how you feel about him, or how you feel him as a player, every team pretty much went, they elevated. Uh, when he got drafted to the New Orleans Saints, he made that defense better. He was doing his thing, balling. Went to Philly, they went to the Super Bowl, lost to Kansas City. Even when he came here with us, he was injured most of the season. But guess what? Them first 2 playoff games, shit, he came in when he helped. They didn't help us in the NFC Championship game. But guess what? He went to Philly. They went to the Super Bowl. Nigga got cut twice this year, but went to the Bears and shit. He made some plays. There's a few times I watched he got some interceptions. And he fit our attitude, bro. You know what I'm saying? He got the attitude. The nigga sold out ski mask, bro. He's not gonna cost that much.
And that trend left with his ass. We ain't seen a blue ski mask in 2 years.
He ain't gonna cost that much, bro.
He won't, but at the same time, I think him in the locker room at this point is washed.
No, bro.
I think he's washed. I ain't saying he washed. I think his locker room, bro. He didn't play for like 5 teams, bro, his whole career. Like, and he hasn't played back to back since the Saints. I'm like, bro, it's a reason why, like, you get rid of a nigga like this, bro. Shit talker, shit starter, negative. It's like, yeah, the skill set is there, bro, but it's like the attitude not warranted, bro. Like, there's a reason why he's a team hopper, bro. It's not, and then he goes to good team. He just keeps getting lucky, bro. He's not improving shit. He didn't improve us. Now, I will say this. He balled out with Philly. I'll give him that, but he was healthy. He can ball. But there's a reason why this nigga bounces around so much. I think he's a locker room guy. I think he clashed with niggas. I think he clashed with coaches. I think he clashes, you know what I'm saying, with unnecessary things, bro. Like, you got to ask yourself, for such a good player, why can't he find a home? And he's a nickelback type of player, bro. You play a little corner safety, put him at nickelback. Not the best tackler, but, like, you can blitz him some plays. Like, he's a good guy. He's a good cover guy. He's a man guy. He can zone real well. I'm like, this is a tool.
I don't know about cover.
Why doesn't any?
I don't know about that cover shit. He's
but he's a zone guy. He can make plays. He gets blitz. Interceptions. Yeah, I think he's had an interception every year he's played. So even with us in the season. So I'm like, nah, he has. But you were just trying to sell me on this nigga. Remember that. I'm telling you, there's a reason why he can't find a home. Like, it ain't skill with guys. And then also, this is a guy that I hate to say, I agree with Brad Holmes on. I don't think he's a Detroit guy. I just don't see it. I don't see CJ Gardner flourishing in the defense with Jack Campbell. I don't. I don't think he rolled with the way our guys like to do things. And then also, like, I don't like his attitude.
What make you think that, though?
Because he has not played in a city consecutive in 4 or 5 years.
What the hell ain't got no shit to do with shit, nigga?
Yes, it does, because you just said the nigga was good, bro. Good players find a home, nigga.
I mean, he's good. He's a locker room guy. Good, but he's good enough with the shit that we're dealing with when our 2 top guys is gone.
We got rid of him, bro, and it's for a reason, bro. They want to bring him back. I wouldn't be mad at that, bro, but there's a reason why niggas like this float around. You looking at how good he is. Why can't he find a home? Those are the questions. Those are the questions, bro. The crazy part is, with certain niggas, we see it after football is done. CJ Gardner, to me, just looked like he on the Antonio Brown path, where it's like, yeah, he's fucking great, but can't stay out of trouble. Like right now, he's playing ball. He's busy.
But it's not about him if he's like how good he is to me.
It
You know,
is because he's
I
very
really,
good, and he can't find this. He can't find the home.
but it ain't about that, bro. At this moment, where the situation in the situation Brad and Dan in right now, this is a very important season. At the
Mhm.
end of the day, I just want to see, can you bring a spark to this team? I believe CJ gonna can bring a spark to this
I
team.
don't even think we
It's
can
on this
afford him.
year.
If we
But
being honest, I don't think we can
bro,
afford him.
bro, I don't think he worth that. He ain't gonna be asking that.
I think he's gonna
I
ask
think
for
at this
that
point
much.
now, bro, he's gonna get like part of the vet minimum, bro. I will get
Exactly, and I don't think we can afford that.
I think we could always afford a vet minimum shit. But nigga,
Uh,
but no, nigga, but like I feel like, look, at this point, I don't give a fuck. I just need to see what you could do, bring a spark for this team. This is a crucial year. This is fucking. This is shit. This is either Super Bowl or niggas getting fired.
I think niggas need to get fired anyways. I think niggas need to get fired. That Super Bowl is every year. I don't see this is definitely the third one. Motherfucker, that's every fucking year. Okay, every goddamn year. You think? And let's be honest, because we was rooting for this nigga. You think the motherfucking Seahawks went down and got Sam Darnold and said, "We gonna win the motherfucking Super Bowl, Sam"? They said, "Nah, hey, we think you're a good player. We think we can find some success with you, man. Let's come on. Let's see what this shit looks like." I I'm saying CJ Gardner is very, very, very talented, bro. But there's a reason why niggas bounce around like that, dog. They didn't cut the nigga for lack of what they did, but also like we see what he can do. But I just think he's an irritating guy in the locker room. I think he probably a shit starter. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like guys like this, like, bro, when I see a nigga balling and I see niggas just going like, all right. Like, here's a reason.
Yeah,
Here's a reason. We find out later, bro. A lot of niggas we find out later. I'm like, it's crazy. This nigga can't find a home, bro. But yet, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, you got 2 seasons in his career where you got more than 5 interceptions. He's a pretty good dude right there, man.
yeah, that's
Tell
my, yeah, but that's what I was thinking about, bro. And maybe I just look, man. I really think about this team, bro. I just like, man, I need to see the Super Bowl, bro.
I
I just,
know, but the sad thing is we got Brad Holmes, bro, and he's a big guy on like, does he fit the locker room?
man.
I'm like, man, fuck all that, man. Let's put that
Oh
nigga in there, and
boy,
if he get on the line, Jack Campbell could fight him.
if you look and then we look at Brad Holmes, bro, this month, I love my team, but I don't know if I would never be part of the organization as a staff because that nigga ate some stupid crazy. This nigga he got
Them
puffs,
bags,
bags under his eyes is crazy, bro. I'm like, man,
yeah,
you got high blood pressure. The fuck is going on?
man. My dog was worked over, bro. He getting his ass beat
You
right now,
know how,
dog.
you know how old Brad Holmes is?
Uh-uh.
This nigga like 45, bro.
I know.
This
That
nigga,
shit just started coming out. He ain't been sleeping, bro. He know everything at risk. And the crazy part is, bro, when you a GM, nigga, them jobs don't come like that, bro.
that nigga look
And he
like
not
he's
even a
55.
football guy. He not even a football guy, bro. Like this is something that's very probably it's probably scaring the shit out of him. When he was winning, was smooth, relaxed, talking that shit, and all of a sudden his
This nigga,
urgency. He low
this
key
nigga,
making excuses for a lot of shit that we already know about. Like his
yeah,
press conference, he was low key just talking to us like we was kids. I'm like, are you trying to explain this to your wife?
yeah,
Nigga, what?
bro.
Nigga, what
Hey,
are we doing here?
but when you hear Dan, bro, he ain't making no excuse. He getting straight to the point. Boom, bam, bam. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
cause
saying?
Dan.
Hey,
But the thing
we
with
gotta
Dan
get
is,
better.
bro,
We gotta
Dan
get
been through this, bro. He been through the ringers already. You can see the experience when he talked to the fans, bro, because he talked to us, bro. Dan way
better.
comfortable
He talked
speaking
to
to
us.
us too. Mm.
Brad, he explained shit like motherfucking stupid. Like, you know what I'm saying? Brad, like you said, Dan, he talked to it. Even when he talking about another clip in the combine, they asked him about the offense. He like what he learned. Like, look, man, like I bring in Drew because I learned what we really need. What we need to get better at. Now, since we got this out the way, now it's like, hey, how can I make? What can we get better as a coaching staff? What can we need to do different on defense? He understanding it, like he's learning from his mistakes. He let it known that he's learning from mistakes. He let it known that, hey, I made mistakes. but I'm working every day to fix these mistakes. That's what I like about Dan. You know what I'm saying? So, and this is why I get kind of irritated at Brown Homes because you're making Dan look bad in a way. You because the conversation about your ass leaving is already out there, but unfortunately, with your fuck ups, people gonna have these same conversations about Dan. So, that's. But you know what? Um, I think Dan gonna be here for the long run. But all right, we got one more clip, and we're gonna leave it with this note. Shit. But yeah, man. You got anything to add? What I said just now?
Oh no, bro, no, you spitting that shit.
But yeah, I was gonna talk about some free agency stuff, but we'll come back to that. But yeah, this is a clip that we post on our page. Brad Holmes about Brad Holmes believing if our window's still open.
Say, because I'm in the narrative business, Brad Holmes. What do you say to the narrative that the Lions window is closing and that the ceiling was halftime of the NFC Championship game a couple of years ago? What do you say to that, Brad?
You know what? I would push back on that just because even with the dilemma that we're facing now, is that we have a lot of young ascending players that are eligible for extensions. Even look back at this past season, I want to say we had 6 Pro Bowl players, and we had 3 all-pro caliber players that weren't even available. That could have been more. So I think what we've done in the draft in terms of having these ascending young players, I do think that that's given us an opportunity to keep our window open, and then also our quarterback. I think he's in his prime. He's playing at a high level. So I think just those alone keeps that window open. But I understand the situations. Like, yeah, you get that close to making it to the big game, and then you don't make it that close again. Okay, the easy narrative is okay, it's closing because you missed your shot, but that's not what we believe. We still believe that our window's open, and really the way we operate is we want to avoid windows. And so
I like that.
And so
look at that. That's a good line.
We actually do the best that we can to avoid windows.
What do you say? Because I'm in the narrative business, Brad Holmes.
All right, so look, I ain't gonna lie. I like what he said about that. One of the key things that he said, we want to avoid windows, and I hope he shows that. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like he hasn't been avoiding windows the last couple seasons. So, what's your thoughts about what he said? Like, do you still believe our window is open?
Yeah, of course, man. I believe our window is Jared Goff, Amon St. Brown, J-Mo, Gibbs. That's our main thing. Now, the way that we get there is perfecting the defense and also getting our offensive line back together. But that window not closed, bro. That whole terminology is so stupid to me. Then we Detroit fans, man. Niggas from here not used to winning football. They don't know what the fuck it look like. They don't know what it smell like. When every time we do something, what are you doing? When we signed a fucking Dan Campbell, y'all niggas didn't even care. Y'all niggas so new, bro. All y'all niggas complaining right now, pissing me off. I'm gonna keep it real. I can't ever be mad at anything Dan Campbell does as long as my nigga wins a game. Because I was here when we were 0-16. I don't know if niggas remember that. The fact that we're sitting here and we're upset that we didn't make the playoffs, nigga. I remember where you used to say that shit and it was like, oh well.
Oh well, yeah.
Yeah, like whatever. The Lions didn't make it. Okay, whatever. Yeah. Oh, we made it. Oh, we have a chance. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, we
honestly, after seeing the Patriots in Seattle going to the Super Bowl, really, you a team that didn't make the play, it should give you hope because both of them teams didn't make the playoffs last season. So
yeah, but nevertheless, though, bro, like
Mm.
The window is built on our offense, bro. And if we can get that defense together, it's not close. As long as we have those group of guys, bro, we got killers. As long as we got them, we can do something. We just gotta have the right tools behind them, bro. Like that coaching stuff was real big. Them injuries suck, but they are a part of the game. Now, granted, I talked shit about the team doctor earlier, but that's something right there that's just a part of the game, and we got to be able to make them moves when we do have those injuries. So, like, nah, we good, we good. It's just weird because last year it seems like we're going down, and it's like, no, we're not. Because the funny thing is, even though we went 15-1, I'm not 15-1. Even though we went 15-2, that was a great season. But let's be real, my nigga, that was a glass house, bro. That was a flimsy ass season. I hate to say it. Yeah, we was closing out games, but that was flimsy. That was so flimsy. No defense. No defense. We was all offense. We was just balls to the walls offense. And then the defense that we did have, like, is minimum. All we had to do was just hold niggas to field goals. And we was gonna whoop that ass offensively. Like, and we had bare minimum defense. We was just capitalizing. But that whole season was flimsy. It was flimsy as fuck.
Yeah.
That's why that playoff game happened like that. Because we honestly, even though we looked good and we was all in there, bro, when we had that break, it was too much of a rest for us, man. That rest came so fast because we honestly needed to be a wild card. We did not need that break like we thought we did. We thought it was gonna help us. It hurted us, took us out of rhythm, and you know what I'm saying? Like we didn't have like the best effort in that game. It was so many plays where I'm thinking like, man, this is ridiculous. Like I remember when they gave the ball to JMO and told this nigga to throw it. I'm like, what is wrong with y'all? Y'all don't let a rookie do shit like that when the game is on the line. I mean, a young dude do that when the game is on the line because any veteran, like I ain't gonna lie, if you would have gave that ball to David Montgomery and let him make that play, he would have tucked the ring.
Yeah.
You supposed to pull that down. Just little shit that we just wasn't prepared for. And
Ben
then
John
this year, huh?
Ben Johnson said, "No, I got to sign that contract by Monday."
Yeah. But the crazy thing is, I ain't gonna hold you. Chicago about to have a horrible season next year.
Who?
Chicago, they're gonna have not a horrible. They
Hey,
about to
I'm
be
with it.
put through the
Hey,
ringer.
I'm
They
with it.
getting
I'm okay
no,
with
but
it.
I'm not saying that they're gonna play bad. I think they're gonna be it's just as good as they were this year. They're gonna be even more tested. They about to see
Yeah.
even more like
Caleb
shit.
Williams
Now
gonna
you
have to step it
circled.
up.
You circled now. Now you one of them teams where they like
Yeah.
dot dot nigga. Circle
Yeah.
dot dot nigga. We own your ass now, nigga.
And
So I'm
you
like,
have you're
and the
gonna
schedule
still
gonna
have
be a
a,
little tougher.
yeah, I was about to say their schedule gonna be a lot tougher, you
Yeah.
know. But this is how I feel. Like speaking of schedule, I said I'm gonna always say that window open, but I'm just a delusional Lions fan. I gotta admit that. But I could keep it real about they
Mm.
fuck ups. But I feel like the window is open. First off, I believe we can make the playoffs. Now, based on how schedule will look this year. Now, I'm the type of person like people want to talk about third grade schedule, all this other shit. Look, it's hard to judge a schedule in fucking like February right now because um football is not predictable like the NBA. You know, teams. We just saw two teams in the Super Bowl that didn't make the playoffs. You know,
Mm.
I'm pretty sure it was players on teams that saw the Patriots, especially the Patriots, and it got them Seattle Seahawks like, oh yeah, I ain't gonna say easy game, but you know what I'm saying. I know a lot of people will put a W on their ass and both of them teams made the playoffs. So it's hard to really judge schedules like that, you know. But if I am judging by the damn how the schedule will look, the teams we playing next year, I would say, look, god damn it, we should make at least the playoffs. Now, when it comes to like going to Super Bowl, I gotta wait to the free agency, which is in 2 weeks, which is crazy. You know, free agency is in 2 weeks, and then how does draft look? You know what I'm saying? And that's what's going to dictate if I'm gonna be confident to say we're going to the Super Bowl. So But that's my thing. But yeah, man. But we got the personnel, we got the coach. And honestly, look, we got the GM, but you just gotta, hey, he gotta get better. I want Brad Holmes to really stay. I don't like to. I would hate to shop for a new GM and build. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta spend time finding the best GM that could fit our personnel.
Mm-hmm.
I think Brad Holmes do fit us, but he got to get out his own way. So, but yeah, man. But we'll see, man. We'll see, man. Combine, yeah. So I don't think they. I think this week was just interviews and shit like that. So I don't really think they get to the skill shit to like next week. But should
Okay.
be interesting. But yeah,
No,
man.
no, no. They doing 40s and shit like that.
This week.
I think D line, O line, or D line
Oh no, yeah,
linebackers.
they did D lines. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause I did. You're right. I saw a clip. Clemson defensive tackle. Shit, he ran a damn 4.8.
Mm.
Yeah, D tackle. Oh shit. So, but yeah, man. This will be interesting. Interesting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. Shout out to people that tune in. I saw people coming in and out, man. Shout out to Jay Will from Detroit. Shit, I ain't gonna lie, bro. This kind of, doing this live, seeing people coming in and out, is kind of inspired me. All right, what we need to do. So, but yeah, we'll probably do another live stream next week. We're gonna try to do something every week. You know
Mm.
what I'm saying? We're gonna keep each other accountable on that. And everything is gonna be Detroit Lions shit. We're gonna talk a little bit of Pistons closer to playoffs and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Just Lions talks. They ain't gotta always be news and rumors. So we're gonna be creative with this Lions shit. But yeah, man. Any last words, bro? Any last words?
Shit, no, bro. I mean, yeah. Go Lions. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to the Pistons, boy. My nigga came for MVP.
Yeah.
Bowling.
Gonna get a fucking NBA Finals before Super Bowl. God damn.
Man, dog, we're gonna get one too. And the crazy thing is, we're gonna be happy. We're gonna be happy.
Happy
We're
as
gonna be
fuck.
happy.
I'm gonna
But
be
we won't
sad.
be fulfilled. It's not
Man,
fulfilling.
damn, what if we get a NBA Finals and Super Bowl in 1 year?
Fuck that. We can fuck around and win a
City,
World Series,
City
nigga.
gonna-
And
Oh,
we
oh
got a
my
chance to win
God!
the Stanley Cup too.
And
It's
national
pissing me
champion.
off.
If this is a year for all Michigan sports, bro, the cities, boys, boy,
If the Lions win the Super Bowl, bro,
you can't
I
tell us
think this bitch will
nothing now,
blow up.
bro. You can't tell us
Man,
nothing now.
we're gonna be on
No,
the road wearing them boys. And I ain't gonna lie. The Lions is like top 3 best uniforms though. Like we so clean, bro. Every jersey clean as fuck, bro. We're gonna be in your face with that shit. With the ugly ass yellow and green. That shit look like throw up piss. Shit ugly. That Vikings purple not bad, but then the Bears orange and blue. I'm like, I don't know. I
yeah,
don't know, man. The Vikings now because they're purple and yellow. That shit ain't even fire. Now if they was gold, maybe. I don't know, man. Ain't nobody fucking with us in this fashion shit.
man,
Kings of the North.
Viking shit trash. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Appreciate y'all fucking with us, Lions East, man. I can't wait to do. I want to say this. I can't wait to do the Lions East Food series. I really missed that shit. I can't wait to do a new. I got some ideas for the Boss Up Hump. I got to be in downtown for the next one, so I already got an idea for that. I need to be all
Mm.
around downtown, the hot ass suit, and but I'm NBA. Damn, the NBA playoffs. I'm doing the Pistons East. Just the playoffs. So each series where we play, I eat that food from that city, whatever team we play in the playoffs. So, but yeah, I'm gonna do a Pistons East just for the playoffs. It's just be, and that'll be it. But but yeah, man, make sure y'all like the video, share the video, hey, subscribe to the channel if you tuned in, man. And we see y'all next week, man. Lions East, man. Let's go Lions. All right. Terry, get
Let's
your
go.
shit together, man. Get your shit
Yeah, man. Stop kidnapping niggas, man. We taught you better than that,
about the
bro.
niggas, man. The
Taught
fuck?
you better than that, man. Florida.
We out, y'all.
All right.